Welcome back to DWD's Trapcast. This is a bonus episode, I'll call it, because it's a one-on-one. We in the midnight air, you know what I'm saying? It's just me and my old boy K-Drizzy from the streets. We've been running with the woes. You know how it goes.
Clean Sprite over here.
Was that for us, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Clean,
remember
bro.
before before we started. Dustin was trying to figure out if we're doing a podcast or not. I reminded him yesterday because what is it? It's Monday. It's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. I reminded him yesterday that we're coming up on the 2 week mark, and we were saying every 2 weeks. So
I was just talking to my friend last night, and she was like, I don't think you did one. I was like, no, I still got time. I wouldn't let my fans down. And I go look, I was like, I've let them down. It's been 2 weeks. The
it's
last one was
okay.
posted like the 21st,
It's okay.
but
They
it just didn't get seen.
there's always there's always 2 Sundays from now.
Yes, there is. I want to try to get one done like every 10 days and then like
Drop it on a schedule.
drop it on schedule or even like start having them banked. You know what I mean? I really have one. I have a bunch of people I want to get one done with. And this type of, I want to make them to where they don't necessarily have to okay, sometimes we're talking about shit, you know what I'm saying, like a movie or something like that. I want it to be more focused in on specific ideas or topics, and then the gaffes and stuff like that can happen along the way. But I would have like not be educational, but explore some new topics. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. When way back when, like fucking 2019 or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah,
when the Connor and Debbie show was popping off,
yeah.
um, that was one of the things that we had talked about forever ago. Was like having people on the podcast that uh, don't do the same stuff as us, and then like one of the things that we brought up was like specifically people that have different like trades or talents. So
Hell yeah,
like I remember the one person that got brought up when I was bringing up people that I know from the area that have things going on uh, out of like their skills or whatever was Allison, just because like I don't know how to do that shit. That's cool to
you know
me.
what's
Like
funny?
you go to school for that type of stuff. Like
I have a bunch of friends that are girls that like some of them have said like they'd love to be on it. Like Allison said that she'd like to be on it. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool, but like then it takes it to like a level of professionalism that I have to have that I pretend to have, but I definitely do not have. You know what I'm saying? Like I just
yeah,
like if I were to do that, I would want to come prepared with something that's not just a shit show. Not to say that this is, but 95% of this show is just me ranting.
yeah. Do you have a journal next to you right now with the points you want to talk about this episode?
See,
No.
I did that for like the first week, for like the first like 5-10 episodes. I'd say I had Google Docs and everything, but I would get to a point and not make it to any of them because and the reason why I stopped doing it is because it was stuff that was like relatively not newsworthy, but like, oh, this just happened, such and such was
But
found out.
then 2 weeks go by
Yeah,
and
and
it's not
or you hear about
news.
it in a month from now. It just, if anything, the information will be outdated. Might have been
Hmm.
proven wrong by that point, or type shit, or you know what I'm
All of
saying?
our BS bias that we
Yeah, yeah,
throw
yeah.
into it. That's fair.
But some of my favorite guests or like episodes, I should say, or is when I've had guests like the rapper Luck Next Up. That was a really awesome episode, just because it wasn't something I normally do. It was a real interview,
Hmm.
and it was just fun. And that's the thing I like. I've always wanted to do this because like I can get people's perspectives, people I may not disagree or agree on.
Hmm.
As long as people have an open conversation or like different mindsets, that's my number one thing I love to explore. I love to talk about other people's point of views. That's why I always shout them out every in person, online. I don't give a fuck. Dominic, I love that man because we are opposite corners of life as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not a city street boy, whatever, but he's a country loving guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
Fixing boats and
hip
shit.
hop or fucking guns and drugs, obviously. Not really, but you know what I'm saying.
You
I'm
know
done
the
with that.
vibes.
You know the vibe. That's me, dog. Like, an old lady sees me coming, she locks her car. She sees Dom coming, she waves at him.
She gets her
Like,
purse out and tells him not to
yeah,
spend $1 in one
yeah, yeah,
spot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. And like, so, anyways, I just love talking to him because we can talk. He's a very charismatic guy, so he
Hmm.
can talk for hours. And his point of view on the world is just so unique to me. I love that type shit.
I was listening when when we were doing.
Oh, hold up. Was I
Go
not?
ahead.
So I forgot.
I was gonna say I didn't notice earlier that I was the strange music headband.
Oh
I
yeah.
saw the S peeking through for a
Oh
second.
yeah.
I was
I
like,
try to make
oh,
it
there you
go
go.
out every time, but
It looks
strange
nice.
music. Shout out Tech9.
Yeah.
He gonna be on the podcast eventually. I don't know. I don't
That'd
want to
be
make
sick as
promises.
fuck. No, I was gonna say the interview stuff. You're very fucking for real about that because yeah, me and Debbie, we would try and do like before. So we'd get together, we'd get ready to record, and probably 30 minutes before we record, we'd both be on our phones looking up topics and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's how we did it at first. And then it just kind of turned into, well, we usually just bullshit and riff off of like one or two topics anyways.
Yeah.
So that's what we ended up doing. But like, I definitely get what you mean when it comes to an episode where you have somebody who is talking about like their professional
Yeah.
skills or their talents or whatever. Like you don't want to be like, "Hey, I brought you on here for this. Talk about it for a second, and then be
Right.
like, so what you guys think about the UFO document?"
No, for
like,
real. Oh my god. Connor, you would not believe it. It's funny you just said that. My laptop, bro, I'm like cleaning out files and shit because I'm dealing with some hard drive. And I didn't
yeah,
realize I have like the audio of damn near all the episodes just stored. And so I'm like, what the fuck? I started like clicking on them. And the 420 episode, dude, when it launched, it clicked for VLC player, which is like my default for
yeah.
media, and it clicked on that. But as it launched, it crashed the program, but the audio kept playing, and then the program reopened, and it just kept replaying it. I swear to God, it was like 5 times over and over and over and over, and it just kept looping it. And it was the 420 episode, goddammit.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say, if you guys know that episode, if you heard that episode, it sounds like it's looping in your ear
oh,
anyways, because
oh,
everybody's just talking.
and I'm like, dude, and I'm freaking out. I'm like closing all my programs. I'm Control Alt Delete Task Manager, closing all processes, and it's still playing. My laptop is a black screen because I closed out the Windows process, and it's still playing. And I'm like, I gotta just go nuclear. So I'm holding down the power button. I swear to God, 5 minutes, and I'm holding it, and it's still playing it. There's nothing on my screen, just the voices, just the voices.
The
I was
worst
like,
voices to
holy
hear
fuck,
too, bro. People
this shit was
fucking
nuts.
high as hell, just talk about whatever.
But
Talking
bro,
about talking about
I've been
people's
looking at
names.
getting a new laptop. I really want a new laptop, and I think I'm gonna go on Mac this time. I know.
I hope you love the ability to change nothing about that software.
I love the ability to sync with my phone. If I had
Yeah,
a
yeah.
laptop, I would not go through this bullshit. If I had a MacBook, I wouldn't be going through this bullshit iCloud recovery. God damn, it's such a pitch in the ass. And they do
I
it
was
on
gonna
purpose.
go ahead.
I said they just do it on purpose. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Nah, that's the
For those
same.
of you who
What
don't
was
know, I went on a trip recently. I
it?
can't say where, but there was a body of water involved in Illinois, and I dropped my phone in the fucking lake like a numbnut. And it's like the fourth time in my life of being on a boat, dude. Like I don't like the water, but it was a special occasion at my fucking friend's bachelor party and shit. It was still a fun night, but how it
I didn't
happened
know
was
that's what
also
I didn't know that that's why you guys were over there. That's cool.
yeah, it was for the buff bald dude, the
Yeah,
buff balding dude with the
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
He's gonna
That's
love
who
that.
I thought it was for.
Oh man, he's gonna love that. That's how I called him. That's fucked. It was for him.
He's gonna love that I knew immediately that it was him
That's
that
right. Right. Oh. But it
nothing but
was so it
love.
was so funny because I'm not gonna say names. I don't want to say names. I can say first names. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
Um.
I was wondering. We already said some names this
Yeah.
episode.
Um. One of the people who went on the road with on the trip with us, his name was Cole. He's one of my solid friends, I'd say, even though we had a little beef. Not really. You know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, yeah.
Any of the audience should know now. Um.
Another running with the law. Anyways.
Dude. Oh hell. So it was his boat and shit like that, and everyone's unloading and shit like this. I won't part that part of the story. So I'm getting off. I'm like, I feel like notorious for like known for wearing joggers and stuff like that. Like I don't own jeans.
Yeah. I don't
Almost,
know, Dustin, swear to God, don't know the last time I saw you wearing jeans.
dude. The last pair I owned was in high school, and I cut them up for jorts like in middle of junior year.
For the were those the jorts you used for your senior pig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They were, and I can link those in the description. Shout out Lauren Spencer. She did some awesome photo work and editing. And you know
That's
what?
funny. We
Some
said
of
we
my
weren't
friends have
gonna.
beef with her, but I don't.
It's funny. You were like, let's. I won't say last names, and then you dropped last names and said people were beefing. But that's funny.
I said her last name.
Yeah, you said shout out, and then
Do I have to bleep this? I'm not gonna do it. Sorry. If you end up watching this and you want me to take it down, I will. But until then, it is what
yeah,
it is.
until you prove you're a real fan,
If
we're
anything,
not doing any
I shouted a
favors.
compliment out. I don't know if she's still working on her photography and stuff like that. Everyone's got ops, so that shouldn't be a problem. I've got ops. Oh, fuck me, Connor. Fuck me, Connor Stoker. You know
That's
what I'm
funny as
saying? Type
fuck.
shit.
That is funny as fuck. I'm
God
sure that
damn.
name's been dropped on here already.
No, it's got to have been. That's what. I don't know if y'all knew this, but K-Drizzy is Connor. Like,
Yeah, I
have
feel
you seen
like
him in a room before?
not until recently. The crazy thing about that, about name dropping, is you just
Oh,
reminded
my
me
hair
because you
just
said,
got
"Am
taken.
I gonna, am I gonna bleep that?" Uh, that just brought me back. I don't know. I'm just thinking about the fucking Connor and Debbie show days because, if for those of you who listen to that, you know that we were making jokes about how we wanted to make sure our stuff didn't get demonetized, and so we would beep out everything that
No,
was
no, for real, for real.
inappropriate.
Because like if you look back now, it's funny. But if you lived through that era, that was the adpocalypse era of YouTube and
Yeah,
shit. Because a fucking ISIS video got a Coke ad next to it or some dumb shit, and
and then
then
after that, no advertisers wanted shit
no,
to just go
nothing.
automatic.
And then it was like they had all these crazy algorithms to decide whether you get monetized or not, and just it
What was
was
that bitch's
so
name? What was the bitch who was running YouTube's name?
I don't know. Oh
Sigourney.
well,
It was
Susan.
maybe she
You talking
had
about
like
Susan?
she was like the president that made all the bad changes when she was in charge.
Oh no, I don't think it was her then. Susan
Oh,
was relatively new, and she's been fixing them.
oh
Uh,
okay.
I was like, as far as I know, it's like the past 6, maybe 8 years. But she just died of cancer. That's all I was like,
Damn.
no. But
Nah,
from what she,
you're right. The apocalypse was a crazy time to be alive because how we talk about right now, if you swear in the first like minute that your stuff will get demonetized, it was like you have a snippet of a song playing in the
yeah,
background of your video, that shit's getting taken down. Not even
curse
like
words,
muted or whatever.
anything that could be even like accidentally considered violence, dude. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
anything, curse words, vulgar, copyright. Oh hell no.
Hmm.
Um,
And
all
it
that type of
was even if like you said, if it could be like anything that could accidentally be flagged like that was getting flagged too. And then the
and
review process was awful.
it's not like it's a simple process of removing the part and then letting the video
You
be
gotta like
okay.
delete the whole
Dude,
video. You gotta
yeah,
strike.
basically you do have to delete the whole video because otherwise that video, well, it's almost worse than that because if they put a copyright claim on you, that then you're gonna really get fucked. But
Yeah,
if
if
you
you get
just
a
get
strike, you're
demonetized,
fucked.
yeah, you get 3 strikes and your account's out. And that's what's fucked because those algorithms are auto. What's it called?
AI, it was bad.
The AI, yeah, they were auto saying copyright, but some of the cases would be royalty free music, but the AI was saying it's copyright,
Because it
and
was
then all
music
of a
that I'd
sudden,
heard.
because it's in the data exactly, and people are getting strikes, and you have to appeal it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But let's say you get a third strike over this bullshit that's all fake, and their account's fucked. Like, oh hell no, dude,
The appeal to reverse that is awful. And
it is
yeah,
awful.
no, I remember Twitch had a little bit of a phase where people were getting banned all the time, but
Yeah,
it was never as bad as YouTube. And when it came to YouTube's, the big issue was you had people, like you said, that whole video getting uploaded had an advertisement next to it, so people started freaking out. Uh, that type of shit happened. But before that, people were posting whatever they wanted on
no,
YouTube.
for real.
Not unless it was age restricted. There was no difference between videos. Like age restriction was the only difference really. And then yeah, you had to deal with people saying crazy shit. I mean, I was thinking about somebody said something about the brain rot stuff that they have out today and how crazy that shit is sometimes. But I was like, bro, there's people. I brought them up recently. Fucking iDubbbz, like
Oh my god.
iDubbbz and Filthy Frank. Like, I remember watching those videos back in the day, and like my young, impressionable, youthful mind was definitely like affected by that type of stuff.
That
And
edge humor and shit.
yeah, I mean, I know you were on iFunny, like you were
Yeah.
on
Oh
Kick,
my god. I used to
like
make fun of Drayton for going on iFunny. I was on worse shit as a kid. I was
yeah,
on
you were on
fucking
like
YouTube.
4chan, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you were like that's why you used to make fun of Drayton for going on iFunny was because
Hell yeah, dude.
he'd get the memes late.
I was like, bro, that's like the end of the meme cycle, dude. It goes like from like 4chan to Reddit to like forums like Tumblr and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now it's Instagram Reels.
No, right, right, right.
Anybody that's on Instagram and takes that shit for real, like anybody that's on Instagram Reels and thinks that that's the best form of like memes and shit.
What are we 15 minutes in? I think it's okay to do a dab. You know what I'm saying? Who else is around here?
You said an ad break?
Ad break. Brought
Okay,
to you by
word.
Kit Kat. No, hell no. This one doesn't do ad breaks.
Yeah, I know. It's been quite the experience because yeah, we used to. You can give a breakdown in the old process if you want. I'll do
Go
it while
for it.
you're off screen. Yeah, it
Hey,
was
my shoe sure looks untied. I'm gonna have to double
the
bunny it.
I I see why the mic was so important to be in frame. Uh, no, so that's hilarious. The old episodes, 99% of the time they were recorded at either me or Drayton's apartment. Uh, and it would be all of us getting together. We would be hanging out
Oh, you're
beforehand,
talking about
watching.
art. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, watching. Hi, buddy, come here. Watching. We usually watch some YouTube videos if any new trailers drop for games or whatever.
Right, right.
We'd play some Switch games before or after, depending on what the vibes were. Mario Kart, a little bit of Ultimate Chicken Horse, Boomerang Fu, some great games to play with people. Sometimes we'd do Smash Bros, but people would get mad, so we'd stop doing Smash Bros.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Motherfuckers, you're gonna make
But
some noise in Smash Bros.
we would get ready to record. Mr. Kitty's up here now, by the way. We would get ready to record. Uh, we would do our recordings, and then it'd be like what we'd hit like 25 mark and get ready for an ad break.
Yup.
Now in that ad break, we would, if we want food, we would get food. If we want
Dude, usually the
something to,
first half of an episode was us fucking not stop talking about what food we want to order for the break.
yeah, there was a bit for a really long time about right before a break would come up, someone would be like, "So are we doing Domino's?" And that's just because that was the only place open at the times that we were
So they got to a
recording.
point is like as soon as we start an episode. So when we ordered food,
But it was, I mean, I don't know, it's always a good ass time. Um, don't
hell
get me
yeah,
wrong, I like the remote episodes. Like this is cool, not having to plan so much around shit and being able to.
well,
Well, like tonight, for example, you literally be like, "Hey, is anybody doing an episode tonight?" And I was like, "I'm home."
dude,
Like,
I'm telling you, I'm like, bro, y'all don't even understand what we do for y'all. This motherfucker's out here at 1 a.m. No, I won't lie, it's only 10:30, but we're out here cooking up some sauce so y'all have something tomorrow to get through this bullshit ass week.
yeah, we
That's
wanted to
love.
make sure it got out before the 3 week mark because that's what you promised, right? You didn't say
Yep,
every 2 weeks. You just said it wouldn't
yep,
be every 3 weeks.
yep, yep, yep. You know, if you're saying it, I'll accept it. I
Yeah.
like how these sunglasses go with this. Am I
Is that
tripping?
are those Hello Kitty ones? Like,
No,
is
they're
that
just
kind of?
regular.
Oh,
Uh, just a hoe gave them to me. She'll be pissed if
word.
she's seen this. It's Ricky.
Oh, I was thinking that
She's
they
not a
might have
hoe.
been.
She's a good friend.
I was thinking they might have been Hello Kitty vibes because of
I wish.
the little. It looked like they had ears, the little ear spikes. I was
Oh,
gonna ask. I know you said it was something about you were gonna get that tattoo in while you were in
yeah.
county.
So my original plan was to get it while I was in Statesville. Oh man, the glow is gonna be annoying for people. I can tell. All right.
I'm already in. I keep getting pissed off because I like lean forward and I see the lens flare, but then if I go back, I feel like I'm so far away.
You know what? I'm gonna turn off this light.
I don't have any other lights.
Oh yeah, I think that's better.
I need a lamp. It doesn't look bad. Are you
Does it
gonna
need a
try
little
this?
bit more light?
Are you gonna try the sunglasses again? See if that glares there.
Does it need a little bit more light?
I don't think so.
Okay. No, I think the glare is from the screen.
Oh,
You see what I'm talking about?
it's yeah, but it's such a small amount. You'll probably be fine. Don't look at the screen.
See.
Nah, you're gonna get it at Statesville though.
Oh, so yeah, Statesville, which is the NRC, the receiving center, which I was sent to. Um, it's where you go to get classified and sent to another prison. I don't know how much of this I went to last time, so I'm just
I
doing a brief. But
word.
if you do have any questions about it, like ask me, because you know what I'm saying.
It
But
was, but it was the you were. This was the Northern Regional.
yeah, it's in
Okay.
Joliet. My boy King Von went there. Real trench shit, OTF gang,
Vaughn.
all that. I'm just playing. But no, he did go there. Anyone from the Chicago area or Northern Illinois has been there if they've been to prison. That
Which is a
shit's
huge because Illinois. I feel like people, especially I know most of our listeners are gonna, obviously be aware of what Illinois looks like and stuff. But for those of you who don't, it's very up or down. Like it's
yeah.
not wide. So for it to be broken up into North and South for how people get sent where is
Well,
crazy.
well, here's the other thing that's crazy. There's a central one as well.
Yeah.
We're just still in the northern receiving. That's the part. I'm like, where does the central part start then? Like, what the fuck? Because we're midway.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
But
Okay, don't mind me.
I can't tell what you're doing. But so yeah, so
Perfect.
Stateville, it's hell. It's the trenches, 24/7 confinement in your cell, all that crazy shit. When people think of jail and bullshit, it's this. There's not fights like that because no one gets to leave their cell ever. But it's just hell. You get a shower twice a week, Wednesdays and
Yeah,
Saturdays.
that
You get
shit
the
was insane.
phone,
When you
yeah,
told me
like
that it
once a
was
week.
twice a week,
You get the phone once a week, man.
and your
This shit was
hours for the shower were awful too, or for your
or the
meals.
meals. Yep. But anyway, so it's really all you got to do is just kick it with your celly. So you got to pray you got a good guy that you can make it through, or you know what I'm saying. But my
Hmm.
first few were decent. I had one bogus one in Statesville, but for the most part they were decent. But the last one I had, this nigga was my dog, dude. He's gonna be on the show soon. I'll be shout out. His name Mello. He's cool as fuck.
Is he the one
Um,
that added me on Snapchat?
yeah.
Okay.
So he does a little tattoo work. Just you know what I'm saying. He's done it before. And he had got locked up in Cook County. So while he was there, he had brought a bunch of stuff ready for Statesville. So he had the supplies, if you know what I'm saying. And he's like, Dubs, let me give you a tattoo. And I'm like, fuck. I think it'd be real cool to get a Hello Kitty tattoo because it'd be iconic. Like, first off, it's just funny as fuck to me. It reminded me of a friend. Um, and I'm like, whenever anyone asks me this, I get to say, oh, I got that in prison. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I really, really wanted to. But in Statesville, it's not like we had like jailbroke tattoo equipment like a fucking trimmer and needle. Like that's what prisons use. They'll take their beer trimmers and do a little bit of jig and you know what I'm saying. Then you got
Hmm.
a rotary gun or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, we was just dealing with a staple and some soot. So I was like, you know what, dog? Let me
as
sleep
big
on it.
as big as the tattoos you ended up
I
getting, that
know.
shit would have been
I was
crazy.
like, bruh. And at this time, I had never done a fucking tattoo sober either. I've always been taking painkillers to do a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Which is fucked up. But I'm like, dude, if I'm gonna be here for 18 hours, bro, yeah, you got me messed up. I can hear those perkies calling. You dig? Like, um, speaking of that, at the 32 mark, I've got a surprise for me in the audience. Because by
Which,
then, you know what I'm saying,
where are we at?
24 minutes.
Word.
Yeah. I am still going to try to keep it under an hour. If it obviously, I'm not going to force it to quit if we're talking about something. But just feel like the shorter episodes help people not get so intimidated when they see it. You
The
know?
retention.
Yeah, the
Uh,
retention. I know a stupid motherfucker like me with ADHD hates to see a 3 hour podcast. Not really.
Nah, people. I was gonna say people do. I remember.
Especially if you get me like they go. I don't usually like Joe Rogan, but if they go Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz, and Tom Segura, 4 hours.
4 hours. I was gonna say when, even though it was an awful interview to watch, like just looking from a learning about the person perspective or whatever. Um, the Kanye West Joe Rogan
Oh,
episode,
that's not what I was
I
about to say.
I like that one, but it was literally just Kanye West being fucking bipolar, talking for however long it was,
Yeah, I didn't
and
watch all of it. I watched some of it, and some of it he makes his points clear, and then some of it is just so unintangible. Like you're like,
talking
what
in
was
a circle, like yeah.
the more recent one? I thought that this is what we were gonna talk about was the Theo Vaughn and Donald Trump podcast. Did you
I
watch that?
haven't. I didn't. The only thing I know about it is I saw someone on TikTok say that they'd only seen a few clips of Theo Von before, and so they thought that he was trans because he's got the mullet, and Theo's very, very trans picking name, I guess. And uh, so they're like, "Oh, I thought he was trans." And then they saw that he did an interview with Donald Trump, and they were like, "Oh, maybe he's just trying to like, maybe they're just trying to get the market figured out or whatever."
Oh hell,
Uh, and then they looked it up, and they're like, "Oh, he's conservative and a cis white male. Like he is just the guy that he looks like."
I'll say this: I don't know much about him. Obviously, like he hangs out with a lot of Republican, MAGA people and stuff like that. I don't know if
Fucking
that's
with
how
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Oh my god, Kid Rock's a fucking joke. But
Yeah,
like,
he's that was the one person he said he was cool with when he was on that Trump interview. Was he's
yeah.
like, "I'd be rocking with Kid Rock."
Well, because what Trump had brought up Kid Rock. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he was just, what I'm saying, because like the podcast is funny because first off, Theo, he's a funny guy. I don't care. He's a funny comedian to me.
His his ability to come up with something quick to say is
Yeah,
pretty unmatched. Like,
it is. It's like bro, the freestyle of comedy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's not
exactly.
just nonsense. It's funny as fuck what he
Yeah,
says. And so hearing his rapport with the president, because that's one thing that this video definitely humanized him. Like even just as a person, Trump in this like looks old and just I don't want to say defeated, but like ready to be done. You know what I'm saying?
bro. Do you remember those pictures of Obama like before he went into office and then
Yeah,
after? Now imagine he was 70 something when he did
that's
that
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Like,
And so like he's just like very low energy, and he's not getting a lot of the references. But that I don't put on that. That's just because he's saying stuff that like is
yeah,
stupid
they set him up with
millennial humor.
yeah,
You
they
know,
set him up with somebody who says the most crazy shit,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
he can't
And
get it
so
all.
like Trump even said it. He's like Barron, his son that just graduated, is the one who was like a super fan of Theo. He's 18. I'm like that makes sense. And he's like, oh
Yeah.
dad, you have to do this type shit. Um, But that to be said, I didn't watch all of it because it's 3 hours and I fell asleep for like 2 hours in. But it was pretty decent. I'll say that. Like I said, it humanizes Trump a lot. It didn't make me like him more, but it made him not as hateable because you actually hear him talk. He
Hmm.
does do a classic, spiels about certain shit, but like for the most part, he's talking on a level like where he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
Well,
know
like
how.
you said, it's he's talking about more not world politics or an election or whatever. It's just him talking about whatever, like kicking the shit.
And one of the
Or
funny things was like I don't want to like retell this because I'm gonna say it wrong and like people will be mad. But like the gist of the story was that Donald Trump was like I'm not saying braggy, but he's like talking about how like he's never done drugs or alcohol in his life because his brother was an alcoholic and his brother made him promise not to drink ever, and that's what he says. I don't know if the lore, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't
yeah,
know shit about shit. But this is how the story started, and Trump was just talking about how there's addicts and Theo, bro, he was I on it. I'll give him this. He was talking about how like there's fentanyl problems and how we need to do stuff. He's like, how is it possible that like 90% of our fucking Senate people are fucking lobbyists for big pharma? Like, how do we even stop people? Like, we're dying out here, and that's not enough. Like, what
yeah.
do you got to do? Oh yeah, we got to get the fentanyl problem with the board. Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Thanks for telling me your talking piece you've been saying for the last four
that's what I'm
years. Like,
saying. But I gave Theo props for that because like he's not really an aggressive type in any interview, yet alone with the president. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
but no, it was
he definitely
it was
gets his points
interesting.
across though.
My favorite part, though, like I said, they were talking about the addicts and stuff like that, the fentanyl thing and that, and Trump was like talking about, I don't know, he was kind of, I don't know, he was referring to addicts as like second class citizens, you know, and
Yeah.
Theo Bond's like, well, I used to be an addict, and he's like, oh yeah, he like laughed it off. He's like, no, really, he's like, I used to smoke crack. He's like, wow, like Trump's response to that was fucking funny, dude.
See, like, okay, but okay, just I guess going back or a talking point based off of what you just said was that if he's like kind of not bragging, I guess. Again, I don't know the context, but you saying that he sounded like he was very proud to say that he never drank or did
Yeah,
drugs or whatever.
yep.
The problem with that is when you're in a country with a drug epidemic,
What?
what the fuck are you like? What experience do you
That's
have?
what I wish
Okay,
I
so
could like
you have a
show you a
brother.
clip
He
to
has
get
he
like
has
the
a
mood,
brother.
but
He has his brother that was drinking apparently or whatever.
yeah,
So, but fucking Trump's not gonna ban alcohol. You know what I
no.
mean? Like that get him to lose his vote. All
Yeah,
the people that are drinking
that's why he's
Bush.
also promising that he's not going to ban abortion because you know it's such a hot take. The ultra conservatives want him to. The other conservative Republicans don't want him to. He'll lose some votes if he does. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Hmm.
same with anything, but
I know. I'm so over the whole fucking. I hate that people are taking what they're saying serious right now because none of the shit gets done anyways. You know,
that's what I'm
like.
saying.
Everybody's talking about, oh, well, if you look at Kamala Harris's tax plan, you'll see it's affecting the poor as well. And it's like, okay, bro, like this shit's not even gonna get rolled out because all the old white people in Congress aren't gonna let it go through or
I
some shit.
love to be explained by some fucking high school dropout about the economics. You know what I'm saying? And the world
Like,
powers. I'm like, bro, this is shit I don't even understand. So I promise you do not. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, when you're on Facebook
Oh,
and somebody shares the post and all
yeah.
their families on there commenting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nah, it's the only thing I'll say is that we at least get to live in the prime time of political memes because
Of
you
just
look
the
at
internet in general.
yeah, in general, but like you look back and political cartoons have been a thing since like the fucking 1400s or whatever. Like
Yeah.
people have just been doodling things and putting what it represents right on it, like those old shit we'd analyze in history class and stuff. And now we
Yep.
have like videos of Trump saying some insane shit and people make a meme out of it. Then Biden not being able to form a sentence and people making a meme out of it. Like
Dude, it's sad to me, bro. Get these niggas out of office, bro. No one over fucking 60.
the
65 is
one, yeah, the one point that I
I'll say
always used
70 even. But no higher than 70.
no higher than
I was
what?
just thinking no higher than 70 by far.
70. Well,
I
doesn't
think
that mean
65 is a good cutoff. I
the
think
last
65,
the
if you're
last
in
two
office,
presidents wouldn't be able to be president with
good.
65, right? Like just that's correct.
See, I think what it should be is it should be 65 is the cutoff. But let's say you win when you're like 64 or 65, even, I
Then
guess.
you can go
You still
through.
get to finish that term, but
That's
you just
fair.
can't run until if you're, you know what I'm saying?
No, no, that
Yeah,
makes
that's some
sense.
bullshit. That's some
That's
fucking bullshit.
that's one thing. I used to bring this up all the time whenever talking about politics. Was just because it's something that both sides usually can agree on, so it's a good way to like cut the tension if things get too crazy during the political talks. But bringing up like the average age of your American citizen, your average U.S. citizen, it's like 30 something. If you look at, and obviously anybody under the age of 18 can't vote and all that bullshit, but
Mm-hmm.
if that's the average is 35 or 40 or whatever, somewhere in that range, then how the fuck do we have people that have been around twice that running shit? And they've been in that position since I was born. Like, there's literally fucking Joe Biden's been in politics since like before my fucking aunts and uncles were born. Like, this shit's
It's
fucking
crazy.
insane. Yeah. Uh,
This is that essential oil I was talking about.
that
It's pure
42-minute
lavender.
supply
Yep, it's
surprise.
pure lavender and
Rose leaf.
rosemary. Yep, yep. get heads of basil from the
I
indica region.
I said rose leaf and I meant rose
Oh,
petal, but then you said rosemary and that
all
shit
three
made me
different
laugh.
things.
Yeah, all three of them are in there.
I don't know, man. That's one of those unique strains of combinations.
It makes your head feel real good.
Yes, sir. Good
Uh,
vibes is all I ask.
yeah, no, man, I haven't done any sort of small rap in a while. It's all been glass lately.
I feel you. I feel you.
I don't know. I want to cruise with some
I'd
friends of
cruise with you,
mine.
but we're both two carless niggas right now.
Yeah, yeah, we broke over here. What's the name of the episode gonna be? Broke boys dreaming. What are we?
I don't know. Midnight cruise.
Midnight cruise is perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, I. It's so nice out right now too. When okay, yeah,
Dude, it's fucking beautiful out.
before you went ahead and were like, hey, episode or whatever. Keegan said earlier in the day that he wanted to go pick up some stuff. I was like, okay, cool. So we went to Quick Star, got some things. Went to Walmart, got some things. Uh, but cruising with the window all the way down after we had these like 95-degree days last week.
Yup.
Oh my God. My buddy, uh, you know him as well, had the wedding that Drayton went to, that was a part
Uh-huh.
of or whatever. Uh, bro, I
Fun.
it's so much fun. I had a great time, but the heat, um, that morning. Okay, so that morning, I didn't tell you this yet. I don't think. Friday, I get off at like noon. Go ahead. There's the rehearsal dinner that night for what we're gonna do the next day. It's just the wedding party and like the people that were helping set things up. No, I cannot hear you. The it's for whoever's setting up the wedding stuff, whoever is in the wedding party. We go through, act like we're walking down the aisle, go ahead. Usually you have some food that night as well. I think we had pizza. Um, just good chill night. My cousin came in town because the guy who's getting married is like my cousin basically. So it was kind of the family wedding, kind of a friend's wedding. Um, but yeah, so my cousin shows up, my other cousin shows up, and she is out over in like Cedar Rapids right now. And so she comes into town and she's like, "Hey, got the wedding, blah blah blah. We're gonna go out to drink tonight." I'm like, "Okay, cool, Drayton. Do you want to drink tonight?" Okay, cool. So we go to some bars, hang out with some people, drink. I end up blacking out that night. uh, the wedding is the next day because it's the rehearsal dinner evening, right? So
Yeah.
I end up blacking out. I am
Don't tell
staying. I listen. Oh, Dustin, just wait, bro. So I wake up. I wake up. I'm in a bed. I don't know whose bed I'm in. I don't know whose bed I'm in. I look around. There's no sheet on the bed, Dustin. I look around a little bit
raw
more.
dog in the bed.
I look around a little bit more. I look around a little more. It's a twin bed. I'm in a child's bed, Dustin. I'm looking
You
around
breathe.
in a child's bed with no sheet on. There's stuff on the floor. I'm like, where am I right now? So
Oh,
I remember, I'm like, Drayton was with me wherever like I remember like when I was getting in bed or whatever, I heard his voice. I'm like, Drayton's here. Like he wouldn't have left me. I know he's here. So I peek my head out. I'm looking around. There's doors in the hallway that are closed. I'm just
yeah.
like, I'm not opening these doors. I don't know whose house I'm at right now. Like, I'm not opening doors
Right.
and having somebody in there that doesn't know who I am. Like, what if I blacked out and just crawled in someone's fucking house?
Oh
Like,
hell.
I can't rule that out of the fucking conversation. Uh, so I'm like, I'll go peek downstairs and see if, he's on the couch somewhere or something. I go to take a step down the stairs. Now, Dustin, you and me, we're some big dudes.
Yeah.
What size shoe you got?
13.
I'm right around a 13 as well. Uh, these steps were
What do
smaller
you
than
mean
my
right
foot.
around? What are you?
I think I'm a 13 or a 14, depending on the brand. Depending
I
on
was
the
gonna
brand.
say the same thing.
That's why, yeah, 13, around the 13. Both of our
It's
feet.
usually 13. 14, I think maybe Jordans have to be 14s.
I was gonna say boots as well. I usually go bigger in boots because
But
they
do I fucking
fucking
look like
fit
I
weird.
own a pair of
I'm
boots?
talking.
What the
I got
hell?
my. I got my.
Ew.
I got my Tims. I got my fake Tims.
I'm a
Stop.
white guy.
Anyways, my fucking
Have any Bush Light?
both of you're funny. Both of our feet would have been too big for these stairs because I fell down the stairs in the morning
Oh fuck.
because my foot was bigger than the step and they were steep. And I was kind of
Okay.
drunk. I blacked
I know
out the
exactly
night
what you're
before.
talking about.
Exactly. I fell down the stairs. Got beat the fuck up by the stairs. I looked at my phone. Drayton messaged me and said that he went home
Oh
that
yeah.
night. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Somebody here knows me one way or another. I'm gonna go back to sleep because it was like seven something. We don't have to get ready for the wedding until like noon. I'm fine. I go back to sleep. My phone died. Now, Dustin, something I don't know if I've told you this. I definitely have. Yeah, because we was bitching about it on the Discord. My phone doesn't have a power button right now.
Yup.
So when my phone dies, even if I get a charger, unless I have a tool to fucking poke in there to turn it on, I can't do shit about it. And so I wake up after going back to sleep and falling down the stairs and going back to sleep and all that. I wake up and nobody's up still. And I'm worried now because I have no idea what time it is. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I can't be late for a wedding that I'm in. Like, huh? Huh? So I go outside. Like, I grab my shit. I only find one sock. I go outside. I'm like, I'm in Clinton, right? I have to be in Clinton at least. Like, there's no way I'm in another town. I walk outside, and you know where your mom used to live?
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of area of Clinton, you know how there's those weird random side roads that have like
Of
divided
course.
streets?
Yeah.
So I walk out on the front step and I see a divided street. And there's not a lot in Clinton that are like that, but I don't know where I'm at. So I'm just like, bro, where the fuck? Like I've never seen this fucking street a day in my life. I walk to the end, I see Bluff, I kind of get where I'm at. It was a 55-minute walk from where I
Oh
was to Drayton's
fuck.
house. But since my phone was dead, I couldn't call anybody. Like I didn't
Yeah.
know whose house I was at. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll make the walk. I look
To
around.
Drayton's apartment.
Yeah, I make the walk from like literally probably 2 blocks from where your mom used to live.
Yeah, that's like an 8 minute drive. So yeah, fuck that, dude.
So
That's not a fun area to walk either, dude.
no,
That's
it
a bitch
isn't.
area to walk.
I go
Nothing
ahead.
but bullshit. And what? Drake's probably not even there. Keegan's probably asleep or at work.
So I go ahead and I do the walk. I finally get to Drayton's. Uh, I bang on the door and he comes and he opens it. I'm like, oh, thank God. I go take my shoes off because I didn't have the sock on and I was wearing some fucking Nike, whatever they're called. Uh, the back of the heel kept rubbing against my fucking,
Ooh.
yeah, and so I bled all over my white shoes. I fell down the stairs that morning. I got like zero sleep. I blacked out. I woke up
Did
in
you
a
tweet
fucking.
that? Blood on my white shoes. I am not like you. I will fight you. Me and Connor the right to.
Hey, but
uh,
yeah, so it was just a shit show of a weekend. I don't think I got to talk to you about it because you dropped your phone in that water.
yeah. Fucked me up. I'm still dealing with the ramifications. I'm on my fucking third number, my second phone number since I've been home. I
Yeah,
still don't have my iClouds fully logged in, so I
I
can't get
made
my contacts downloaded. It's
I
been
made I made that
rough.
joke. I made a joke when I got your newest number that like it felt like the good old days where you had to keep get your Snapchat banned and
Snapchat?
having to get new Snap.
Never again, bro. No, you will never catch me like it because
I
I'm a
went ahead.
good Christian
Yeah,
boy.
that's right. I went ahead and deleted a bunch of text messages today because I had a bunch of spam. I was cleaning out some of the old numbers that I didn't
Not
need
mine.
anymore. Well, I went through and got towards the bottom from like long messages ago, and it was one of your old numbers, and I can't remember what the fuck the last message was, but it was about your Snapchat getting banned. I like sent you a screenshot and was like, yo, is this you? And it was your all cap, no rap one. And you were like, yeah, that's me. I was like, okay, I didn't know if you wanted me to say something to people because
You
people
know
are
you can
messaging
change
me.
Snap names now.
Like your handle or your,
Your username, dog.
huh, that's wild.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Why? What's yours now?
it's just Dubs 1533 instead of all cap
Okay.
no rap.
Wait, was All Cap No Rap was the newest one?
Yep.
Before that? Okay, and then it was Phoenix.
No. Yeah, before that was Phoenix, and then the version of that was I think just Dustin 753. I can never get 1533, dude. I don't know who has it. God damn it.
Nah, it pisses me off because whenever I go to find you, or like if I look up your name on Snapchat, your account's banned. Your banned accounts are like erased or whatever. Like I can't look through the old chats, so that pisses me off. But then the other thing is that if I look up your name because your name's always been Dustin, like all the group chats I've ever been in with you fucking pop up, and I'm just like, bro, this isn't even the right Dustin anymore. Like if I go and open this group chat, there's not gonna be a Dustin here because it's been banned. Like but that's just the one thing that fucking happens now because you have a shit ton. I remember you saying that your one buddy, he has like a bajillion fucking Facebooks, and
Yeah,
it,
dude.
it makes me
Trevor.
think the exact
I
same
got,
way about your
it's
fucking
hard to check
Snapchat.
in on him because I don't know whatever he gets anymore. I'm not even. I've had like 3 of them since I've been home. I've not been home that long, so I'm like, fuck me, dude. No. So, I was just about to say something. I forgot. Dang it.
Snapchats, phone numbers, phones
Mhm.
getting dropped in water.
Oh yeah, that hurts. No, something about my Snapchat getting banned. It don't matter.
Okay.
Have you been playing games, Connor?
I played some Fortnite today with Drayton.
You have a phone, right? Like an okay phone,
I mean, I guess.
and a 13.
I got a, you know me, bro. I got an Android still.
I can't
Dustin,
believe it. He's
Dustin,
a fuck for real.
bro,
Grow up.
you went to jail and act like you don't know nobody anymore.
Connor.
But Dustin, you were Android gang. Don't act brand new to everybody else. You were Android gang back in the day. I don't forget that type
Connor.
of thing.
Connor, dog, you're killing me. You're killing me here.
Why?
I
What
fucking
game were you
hate
gonna
that.
recommend?
I fucking hate that shit, dude.
I
I
can't
was
hear
an
you.
Android, and that should tell you because I was obsessed because I love customization and rooting my phone and all that. But Connor, is your phone rooted?
Yeah, no, I don't do that shit ever.
Do you have any CPU clockwork? No. Okay, you dumb motherfucker.
I don't even have an emulator anymore.
See, I have an emulator on my fucking phone.
They changed that recently though, right? Like for the
No,
longest time,
iPhone's
Apple
pretty
didn't have
basic.
that shit ever.
No, it's just on the App Store. There's an app called Delta. It's an official emulator. You just have to have your own ROMs.
But isn't I know, but wasn't that a big thing for the longest time? Is you couldn't download ROMs to your like you couldn't download files like that and shit on Apple? Because I thought
Files,
people
yeah, but
couldn't do I thought people couldn't do emulators on Apple for the longest time. Like you only could do that shit on Android.
no. What it was is no one to do it. You would have had to jailbreak your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And it was easy to do it, so it was very popular. But then they officially approved one of the biggest emulators to join the App Store. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I knew that there
Yes.
was some news about it, but I wasn't sure.
And so that's pretty cool. Um, dude,
I've
the
been
base.
thinking about switching to Apple. It's just such a fucking
I'm
hassle to
such a nerd.
learn.
We're such nerds, but I fucking love this shit. So deal with it. If you don't want to talk about like technology, you can dip now, and I love you, gang gang.
Yeah,
But
you made it this far.
yeah, right. I'm gonna fucking geek out with Connor about Apple and why they're better. Okay, it's just it's so much easier, dude. Everything's so much easier to do. It's so
Okay,
much more
can
fun
I
to do.
stop you real quick?
Texting's fun. What?
How easy was it for you to get a charger?
What do you mean? A USB C?
Isn't that a whole fucking thing now? They changed their chargers like 3 times in the last.
No.
Oh, it's because they made it to where that the brick doesn't come with your phone anymore because they can say that
No.
they don't have as much plastic in their package or
Well,
whatever.
that was part of it, and that's why they don't give you headphones anymore too.
That's
But
so fucking stupid.
it is, dude. What is happening?
What
He's
is
trying to
happening? What?
show. It's hilarious. Um, no. So Apple, once you get into their ecosystem, it's gonna trap you in there. I'm not gonna lie, but it's so fucking nice. You have Apple headphones, which can be Beats because Beats are owned by Apple. Um, and you get a MacBook, bro. It's just so seamless and easy, and it's so fun when other people have iPhones. Everything's so much easier to do with people. You feel me? Like Dude, iMessage games is gonna get you so much fucking pussy, bro. I got
That
you.
was no joke. That was one of the things that me and your brother were talking about when it comes to getting Apple.
Trade's a
Was
fucking nut. I know he is. God damn it.
I I said
He's a
something to
fucking
him.
super simp.
I said something to him, and he was like, "Well, are you gonna be like getting an Android or an Apple?" And I was like, "I don't know, bro. Like, I might get Apple." And he's like, Why?" And I was like, "Makes it easier to FaceTime and
Dude, I'm
play
telling you, bro.
iMessage games and stuff."
Well, so hold up. This was before he got his Android or iPhone.
I don't know. I can't remember the timeline anymore. Both you guys be breaking phones.
Dude, you telling me, dog. Speaking of breaking things, when are you ready to break the existence of time and space with me, dude?
Uh-oh. My shit just buffered. Or your shit just buffered.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
keep
it
freezing
wasn't meant
for
to
me.
be. Because what time is it? It's 50 minutes in. I think I've convinced Connor to join Apple. I don't know yet. Android
I,
sucks, bro. Just
I
think
think
about it.
so.
Everyone who loved Android and who went to Apple has never switched back, and there's a reason, dog.
You just said that they trap you, though.
They don't trap you. I'm saying like, okay,
They just make it so easy that you don't want to switch. I get
that's
it.
what I'm gonna. Yeah, because like, let's say like, okay, you have an iPhone, right? Now, when you go to get like an Alexa, I guess to give an example, well, I would want an Apple speaker because it's gonna be so much easier to do shit, and like, it's just so fucking cool. Okay, here's a really good one. Um, TVs now can do this too. Roku TVs can do this, but like, okay, if you were choosing if I wanted a Fire Stick, right, you would probably want to get the Apple TV box instead. It runs the Apple OS, and which that means is that you can cast play anything on your phone natively to the TV, messages, music, videos, YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's also 4K, so it's for all your streaming services like Netflix, blah 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 blah
Well,
blah.
my only thing with the Apple TV specifically is I used to have to sell those with one of my jobs. Like that was one of the attachment things,
Okay,
and I didn't really sell them. It was just more so I had to deal with everybody being pissed because the billing got fucked up. Because
because
they're like
what?
the billing would get fucked up because like
Uh,
if you say that you don't want that service anymore, you bought the whole device. You were just doing payments on it. So people would be like, "Oh, I don't want to pay for that." It's like, okay, we'll take it off, and then they get charged with the full amount. And so people get pissed about that all the time. But isn't it like $300 or like 250?
dude, they're expensive. I think they're like 400.
Yeah, see that's
I
kind of
think there's a
crazy to me.
I think there's a 299 version, and I think there's a 400. Hold on, because that's a ridiculous thing to just say. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, because yeah, my whole thought is like I'd rather buy the $30 Roku then, even if I can't stream my phone to it.
Can you see me?
I'm still looking at you right now. Yeah.
Oh, they are way cheaper than I thought. 150 is the top tier, which is
Okay.
still expensive as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, because that's like a whole smart TV,
The HomePod's fucking
and that's
nuts,
not
man.
you actually having the TV either. That's just the
Yeah, you
that's it's
still
like a
need a
Roku.
TV,
Yeah.
but hold up, dog. Let me
So
show
like
you
I
this.
might just buy a Roku TV for $150 and have the TV and the Roku. You feel me?
See, this is what I'm talking about though. 129, 21 a month. That's doable for anyone.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
we want the
I
150. No, no joke. Sorry,
I
because
don't
64 versus 128. We're gonna go $30 more and get this 25 a month, bro. Okay, that means we don't get coffee all month, and we get an Apple TV. Feel me? What does this bad
yeah,
boy do for you? Should we watch the video?
it's so loud.
I'm gonna turn it off. But you can watch this. You seeing this?
Yeah,
Cinematic. Every sense. This
and
is
it's
nuts. I should have been
it's
watching that one thing with you then. Oh, this is cool. I can do this.
yeah, its frame rate isn't like every now and then it'll have like a dropped frame or something, but for the most part the frame rate's not bad on this right now.
You know what's crazy? Okay, so that's the other thing. When you're watching shit, even on a Roku, unless it's a Roku 4K, it's not gonna have the Ultra HD, which I know people don't like. Okay, who cares? Sometimes, bro, like when I seen it, then I started caring. You know,
Yeah,
because when I come
the
back,
only
I look at
time
my shitty ass pixelated ass TV or whatever. I'm like, fuck, bro.
the only time I ever really realize it, if I'm being honest, is when I'm like at the movie theaters watching the IMAX down here. Like,
So I like to get super fried. I think people know. And one of my pastimes is to watch National Geographic on Disney Plus. You
for
can
sure.
watch like there's this Billy and Mandy one, or I think it's Molly, Billy and Molly. This guy becomes best friends with a sea lion. It's such crazy bullshit. I think it's sexual for him, but of course it's Disney. They don't show that, but it's fucked up. But it's really cool. You know, I don't like the water, so you know what I'm saying. If I'm saying it's cool, it is. I don't watch like the whale ones and shit like that. They could all go die. But the big
That's what I was
cats.
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Was we were listen. I was listening to the podcast. You were talking about how one of your like some of your favorites are with Dom because he just talks about whatever. And the one podcast that I listened to was the one that we talked about the whales getting on land and you riding with the dolphin and all that shit. It was
Yeah,
fucking hilarious. And he was on there and we were talking about aliens and it was a great
I don't
time.
know if
But
I want
anyways,
this anymore.
you the big cats,
Yeah, big cats, dog. They're the best. Lions, pumas, all that shit, dude.
tigers, yeah.
Yep, yep. I seen these bear ones. They were pretty cool.
Have you ever
There's a
seen
lot of
the
there's a lot of insect ones. I'm not really a big insect guy, dog. I gotta pass on that,
Have you ever seen the? I know you said you don't fuck with the water stuff that much, but have you seen the Octopus Teacher one on Netflix?
bro. We're fucking chilling right now. No, I haven't. Good.
It's kind of sad because I don't know if you know this, but an octopus only lives like 2 years
Hold up, hold
max.
up. I gotta say this real quick. This is gonna go over an hour, bro. We're probably gonna go hour and a half. I don't care, dog. This is a bonus episode. If you made it this far, I love you. All right, we're
I
chilling.
love how I hope everybody who listened earlier in the episode and you were like, a little under an hour. We won't force it, and now you're like hour and a half. No, I was gonna say that some of my friends, some of our friends, have talked to us or talked to me about listening to the podcast. Um, both Caleb, shout out Caleb, and Debbie, they both said that they listened to it either at work or on the way to work or on the way
That's
home
what's
from
up.
work, and so the longer format kind of works for them anyways. But
Okay.
I know that's not how it works for everybody. But like, yeah, I think Caleb said he'll listen to some of it on his lunch or whatever, and then listen to
See,
the rest of it on his
honestly, I don't
home.
ever care if they get long. I've just always felt like I was stressed about making it an hour, and so now saying
Hmm.
that I don't care makes it feel less stressed on me. So it's just like a mental thing. I know it's stupid, but you feel me?
It's your show. Whatever makes it easier for you. Nah, I get that because
But like I'm
when
saying, like even knowing I'm probably going to go over an hour every time, me
you
saying that
still
I'm not,
stressed before,
I'm just not stressed now. You know what I'm saying?
okay, that's
Because I
fair.
don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Even though I
Yeah.
never had to. But you feel me?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Fuck, bro. I keep
Obviously,
coughing.
the first episode we recorded so much and it only turned into like an hour or whatever. But
Right?
that we usually hit the hour mark pretty on the nose because we would do the ad breaks. But now without the ad breaks, it's just harder for us, like
No, that's
not
true.
me, to keep track of it. But that's why I keep
It's a
asking.
lot
Like,
more fun, I feel like, though. I mean,
time flies. We're not
I think,
watching the clock the whole time.
have you?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
I
I've
haven't.
been checking my phone because some people are messaging me about the show. I've been showing them, super fans,
You're
episode
funny as
coming
fuck.
soon. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
All right,
have
hold
one
up, hold up.
snap.
Hey, Connor,
Yeah.
this is live. This is for the fans, bro. You got to make it in deep.
If
This is
you're if
deep
you're
cuts for
watching
this
this
one.
video on his Snapchat right now, you're watching the episode before it comes out, gang. Slat.
GG. Stay soft, y'all.
So wait, are these getting uploaded on Spotify anymore?
Yeah, they've been on Spotify too. I actually manually do the YouTube one.
Oh, okay. See, because I remember, yeah, the old app used to take care of everything and upload it
Yeah,
all, but
because
also we didn't have video, so
so it can auto upload to YouTube, but for some reason it'll auto upload the audio version of it. So I'm like, so I just turned that off and I download the video twice and I upload it. You know what I'm saying?
word. Yeah, no, that was something me and Debbie never got into. We didn't have the camera, obviously, so editing only audio.
Yeah.
Oh no, my headphones are gonna die here soon. Uh, editing only audio was a completely different thing. Do you like how much? I guess do you edit the videos? Not at all without the AI.
Oh, I don't do shit.
It's all AI.
Yup.
That's sick as fuck.
What am I checking?
That's actually so cool because there's so many times. Well, even on the DWD's Trapcast, there's so many old episodes that we'd be stressing about the audio.
I swear to God, dude, like it makes it so much more clean.
I
In
wonder
fact,
how the 420 you should. Can you re-download the 420 episode and throw it in the AI and see how it sounds?
dog, I like that idea.
Because I don't know if
I like that idea, dog.
because then we can at least know how it'll sound in like a group setting. Because
Mm,
otherwise, if it just gets rid
dude,
of like if it gets rid of anybody who's quietest, like if that's how it picks it, then we can't do it. But if it's like, oh, there's no sound at all, chop to the next scene and get rid of any of the background noise, I bet it would
you
be a
just
lot more
got me
manageable.
so excited to do this.
Hmm.
You just got me so fucking excited to do this.
Bro, I love fucking around with new tools.
Same, dude. Like I was fucking loving it. Well, I was not loving it, but this was the one of the best things was me getting to research this shit to just take my podcast to a new level, dude. I'm so fucking ready to invest time, and make this shit good.
Nah, for the longest time, I don't know. I'm
Like I
still
said,
obviously,
I didn't take it serious. It was just for funsies. I like doing it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I
we
do
always had a
want
good
it to be
time.
good.
But you're right. Some of the episodes' quality was a little lacking from time to time.
Dude, and a lot of them I knew it. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna suck. I
You just
said it
lopped
so
it
many
up.
times in the fucking in the 420 episode, dude. I was like, bro, I gotta stop this fucking episode. This is unbearable. I am. I knew I was fried, but I was like, bro,
Yeah, no, that was actually insane. I missed that apartment too, because that was at Alex and Juice's.
dude, that apartment was bitches, dog. That was in the
For
one called
real.
Trap.
Fuck
Man, the
them
swisher
stairs.
wall.
Fuck them stairs,
Those
but
stairs were killer, dog. If you weren't watching, you were going to be sent to heaven fast, dude. In the wintertime, that shit was no fucking
yeah.
joke.
I helped Cat watch the one time,
Oh,
and it was
fuck.
late during winter time because they were
So
over in like
scary, dog.
Maryland and Florida or some shit, and it was tough. I like almost ate shit on the last like 10 steps, and that would have
Dude, the only other stairs I seen that were bad like this were my homies up the way. These folks in Seatown across the water,
hmm.
you dig? And I was helping them move into apartments, and dude, these motherfuckers stairs to get in this bitch are these metal spiral fuckers, dude. You know what I'm talking about? The spinning ones,
Yeah.
like a blender, some stupid
Hey,
shit.
you went and played Uno the other day with
Hell yeah, dude.
someone we know. Don't they got those crazy stairs? Not outside, but inside. Doesn't? Because
Oh
I
yes,
swear,
yes. To go to the
yeah.
bathroom.
Oh, I didn't
What?
know that. I've never been,
I'll,
but
I'll piss in the litter box, I guess.
I saw, yeah, I saw her and your cousin post something the one time of those stairs, and I was like, bro, I'd go to like get a drink of water in the middle of the night and kill myself on accident. Imagine you're like blackout drunk, you're gonna go throw up, you're like, let me get to the bathroom real quick, and you just gotta walk up a spiral metal staircase.
Dude, you got me fucked up, dog. Those stairs are fucked, dude. They shouldn't be legal.
Come here, kitty.
A nigga like me
Yeah,
don't
no.
fit, dude.
Yeah, I gotta walk at an angle on this
Dude, you ever done
fucking.
the escape house?
I've only done an escape room
Fuck
once.
those dumb fucks. And I say it. Yep. Dustin doesn't like escape rooms.
We made it out.
Right.
Me, me and my ex did it for her birthday. It was me, my ex, her sister, and her friend. I think was all it was, and we got out with like 10 seconds left to spare or whatever. And it wasn't like a crazy one either. Like some of these ones they got like you got to do equations and solve a code and stuff. It was one of those where you just have to find the right piece to the puzzle, and then the next thing unlocks. And
Yeah,
we still only made it with like 10 seconds left to spare. So I'm not the biggest fan of them either. I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of a control freak, and
dude, that's one thing that prison honestly helped me out with was like learning to be patient in a situation where you cannot
nothing
be
out
in
of your
control of,
control.
because that was
Yeah.
my biggest stress in life was I have to take control. If something's bad happening, I'm gonna make sure I can alleviate it as soon as possible. And honestly, I'm not asking for like the pity me, whoa bullshit, but like that's what like started me taking the shit I was taking because it was just stress relief. You feel me? And I was
Hmm.
paying a lot of people's bills. I'm not gonna put the names out there, but like that shit was taxing. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like I'm stressing. And the thing that's fucked up too is that like we would be good. Everything's paid off. I've got money in the box. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm like, I gotta keep stacking
In
because I know what
case.
a down bad's like. I'm not
Yeah.
going back there. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's been
For
one of the
sure.
biggest things right now since I don't have a job, bro. Motherfucker always is stressed. You feel me? Like a nigga hates being a bill, and like I'm like, bro, I know what to do. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, there's too much right on it. There's no way I would ever risk my freedom again, dude. That's
Too
freaking
much riding
crazy.
on
That's just crazy, dog. Niggas love it in there. Not this dude. Not this dude.
it.
I've
Yeah.
applied a lot of places. There's a place called Halo. I really hope I get that job. So
Is that they do like glass or something?
nah, they're like they're kind of like you guys. They're a wholesale thing. They work with a bunch of brands. Like I think they got like 20 brands, and they do the
So it'd be
marketing
warehouse
for 'em.
work.
Yeah, warehouse work. Yep.
That's just good. Don't get me wrong. Like I will say, sometimes day to day, it's like, yeah, this shit sucks. But you'll get
Oh,
that with every job,
here's the thing about it. I only have to do 3 12s a week.
bro. And that's the type of shit that you can get away with because you and your brother are the type of people that like you can do 2 hours of sleep, power through that day, and then sleep for the next 24 hours and be good. Like,
Drayton, that's so fucking funny. You were just in it this morning. Drayton was like, bro, you have to drive. I'm so fucking tired. I only got like 6 hours of sleep. I was like, bro, I got like three and a half.
it
I was
depends on
like,
the
dude,
situation. Don't get me
I was
wrong,
hoping we were gonna
but
cancel the day. No,
did you cancel yesterday too?
I've canceled. This has been my first day, and we started last Thursday.
Man, hey, I get it. I work down there.
But I had
Uh, when Buddy had termites in his ceiling and or floor, depending on what floor you were on, I helped with that work, and that was a tough one. That was a tough day. Tough day's work because he hit me with it was either Drayton or the person you guys are working for, hit me with
yo,
we'll probably be off at like 5 or something. I'm like, okay, cool, and we're not leaving until the sun's setting.
uh,
But
bro, it
paid
feels like
good,
everyone I know.
paid good.
That's how I felt, and I felt shitty as fuck today because I didn't do shit while I was there, bro. I felt like I was in the way. I was working on a little something, and Drew was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Hold on. I was like, you know, just making a pie chart representing the amount of work that I did comparative to you.
Back it up a little bit.
Oh,
Go
hold on.
down a
I
little
got
bit.
an idea. I got an
Are you
idea.
gonna drop it on your laptop? You're funny as fuck.
Yes, I am. I can do
You
that.
made a pie chart of what work you did versus him.
Yep. Well, I'll put a couple memes of the day in there.
I was gonna say you put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Word. Also, I was gonna say we should we should for real use that more since you guys like have mods and shit already set up in there between
I
you
mean,
and
mods are just
K
me and
Diggs.
you and shit. There's not
I
mods.
think it's just Keegan Diggs. That's the
Oh,
other
you
mod
and
right
Keegan
now.
Dig? I trust
No,
you guys.
I think it's you and Keegan Diggs.
Oh, I swear I made you mod
No,
too.
because I couldn't join the one channel at one point. I'm pretty sure it's because I wasn't a
Wait,
mod.
check again because I edited a lot of the rules.
Okay, I'll
I
check
don't know
later.
when the
But
last time you checked was.
no, I was gonna say we should use that because then we can do it like AO if you're gonna be if you want
That's
to
what I
be a
was trying to
guest.
do, but no one was using it when I did have it.
I don't know. I just I'm not on Discord like that, so it's. Can you control Alt scroll?
Oh, can I?
It's just looking a little small
Guess
right
not.
now. Hey, don't leak anything. What's it say? What's the blue part make up?
So we got Grandpa Les.
He's doing a good like 20%.
Yeah, he's a micromanager.
What's the yellow?
Jimbo, don't know him. Some white guy there.
Oh, there's other people there, bro.
There's only 4 of us.
I was gonna ask if you guys needed help, but if there's other people that I don't know, I'm not
Th-
saying it.
That was the only other person, and he's actually done for the day.
Oh.
Like he has to go back to work at Ambrose. I was like, oh fuck me. Drayton 35%, and then me 10%. You know, and I was like, I'm sorry I didn't give it my all today.
and and that and that 9% of that 10% is
that's a bad
what's
meme
this
of the day.
mean?
I don't like this one. And this isn't a meme. This is just a cool photo. What else we got in this?
Fucking oh my god. 90 or 10% was you making that pie chart in there. Hey, you got to be careful what you're scrolling through right now.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
this is
for
a
a
good
fact.
one.
I know for a fact.
Connor, any thoughts?
Stu.
Stu.
Uh,
Stu.
hey, I
Agree.
know there's some things in here that we're gonna get canceled for.
Food for thought. Oh, these bad boys. You ever seen these?
Are they the like little Tamagotchi things?
They got stick people in them, and they interact with each other. They
And
go
you
to
can
each
like
other's
walk through the
houses.
windows. Yeah, I think my
Yeah,
cousin had some.
dude. Borderlands flop like a fuck, dude.
I didn't watch it. Did you ever watch Fallout?
I'm watching it right now.
I didn't
Oh,
watch the
this is the
very
best one.
last episode. I'd rather look like him if I could talk like myself.
You are not allowed to kill yourself. I love that that's in there, dude.
Yeah, that's the perfect caveat because I would kill myself if I talked like him.
But dude, if you look like them, you could never get laid.
Yeah, bro. Like, don't get me. Okay, so if I look like me and talk like him, then Misa's gonna talk like this. That's just no. That's not okay.
No, but you could
One,
get like a Bane mask or something, I think, or
a voice modifier. That's funny.
just never talk. That'd be better than looking like them.
Nah, if you look like him, you can do the super jumps he can do and stuff.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
rather be an alien than a
what does that
human.
matter, bro? You're gonna have a life on hell. Okay,
This motherfucker can breathe
your
water,
opinion's
can't
wrong.
he? Can't he swim underwater and like
Your
live?
opinion's wrong, and I
They
told you.
live underwater. I love underwater. I know you don't, but not the fucking chainsaw Garfield. Dustin, I want you to know, on my screen at least, I can't read anything that's on screen. So
It's
depending
too
on
fast.
no, it's too small.
Oh, okay. It don't matter
So
if you can't.
I know, but I'm saying so depending on who's watching this though, if you are trying to like show off some memes you're clicking on, I want you to know it's not working. I love all the fucking Green Goblin memes though.
And this is how we're ending it. We're gonna praise Lord Gibby tonight. He's
Are we
always
both
brought
taking our
us.
shirts off?
Praise Gibby tonight.
You're gonna change to camera and your shirt's gonna be off already, isn't it?
Oh shit! It's not on camera yet.
No, it isn't.
Damn, I thought you said take our shirts off.
I did, but only you know. Did you rewatch any of? Have you rewatched any of the episodes where you do share the screen and the
No,
cameras are there?
I don't even
So,
remember doing that.
so whenever you share your screen, everybody's cameras are still constantly going, and I don't think anybody realizes it because you shared your screen for something. I can't remember what it was, but when you when you shared your screen, bro, everybody's like looking around, talking, doing whatever,
This is not
and
gonna be good. I'm leaving it in.
perfect. Everybody was talking and stuff, and then the screen is like the main screen is whatever you're showing, but everybody is off to the side in their own little window still. So everybody else saw you take off your shirt. It's just yeah. So everybody at home knows whenever his screen's on the screen, we can't see shit but ourselves.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I only
I
see
didn't know that
myself
too.
when you change to the laptop screen. I only see me. But all right. Any closing remarks or statements?
Dude,
My
this might be
headphones are
one of
gonna
the worst
die.
episodes.
I hope so. It's just the bonus. This is like the Christmas special. Nobody's
No, I
fucking.
think people will like it. I don't know though.
It's the Christmas special.
Anyways, if you made it this far for real, you're a super fan.
Are
You're
you
you're.
gonna do? Are you gonna do a text my new phone number?
Oh my god. Yeah, you can text my new phone number if you want. It's 563-206-8494.
Only if you made
Text
it this far
me
though.
text me your favorite pie. Yeah, your
Text me
favorite
if you'd
pie.
rather text him if you'd rather talk like Jar Jar Binks or
Oh
look
yeah,
like Jar Jar
and do
Binks, but
that.
you can't kill yourself.
Can't kill yourself. Jar Jar Binks. Talk or look like him. That's a better one. Pie if you want, if you remember. But the Jar
And
Jar
then
Binks one.
Midnight
Jar Jar
Cruise
Binks
for the
one for sure.
name. Anything else?
Um,
Good night,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Kitty.
Yep, it was good talking to you, broski. Love you, bro.
Love you too. Thanks for having me.
Yep, peace.
Peace.